Alright. I know every one of you, since I've been starting recording the way I've been feeling lately, have been probably expecting this one. It's the ex my kid's mother rant. She recently messaged me on my other Facebook account saying I have her proposition. It'll help both you and me. She wants me to let her and her boyfriend rent the back room for a month. Well, for one, I can't have anybody buy lease more than 3 days, and through housing more than 2 weeks, a year. And the back room is Haley's bedroom, and it's not happening. Haley doesn't. They don't deserve the luxury of having Haley give up her room for them. She offered what she had for food stamps and at least $200 for the month, and told me to think about it before answering. Well, here's the thing. You owe me that anyway. That is all owed to me over the last couple of months. Um, it's a good offer if you weren't in so much debt with me. And I don't understand how the fuck that you think that I'm going to be okay with, let's say, helping you again after everything that has been done. I'm literally out thousands of dollars from my Social Security because you want to sit there and say it's because of the fuck up at the bank. Well, you know what? If it was that bad of a fuck up, they would have given me all that money back. And you haven't done a whole lot to try to get that back for me as my payee. Which, as soon as my Medicaid is reinstated, I'm going and getting that dealt with as soon as I can. But yeah, why is it that every time you offer to help, it's always a benefit for you in there somewhere? Yeah, I can use the help with cleaning up and packing, looking for apartments. Yeah, I appreciate that. And you're using that because you know I need that help. You're using me and using that to get what you want out of me. I already told you, after what had happened between the two of you, that if you went back to him, I'm not going to be willing to just up and help you anymore. I'm going to have to start seeing some fucking, something, a good gesture of faith. Getting back some of that money you owe me. Because I'm done. You've done nothing but take advantage of me. You wanted to play, you need to help me because I'm your kid's mother. Well, you know what? You need to help me and the kids because you're their mother. This is getting out of control. I'm struggling. I'm having some serious things going on right now, emotionally, personally, and I don't need this. I don't need this. These kids don't need to have a fly-by mom and only come around whenever dad has money and ask for money. When you were first started down in Mass for your rehab, you fucking run up a $500 collect call bill. Luckily, that's through Sprint and not through Comcast. I'm not so hell bent on getting that paid back right now. But that was because I tried being the good person and letting you talk with the kids at night. Sit there 40-minute, 50-minute, almost an hour long phone calls with me. Yeah, alright, whatever. You needed somebody to talk to and you weren't able to at the time talk to him. And we won't get into that one slip up. But, things need to start freaking happening. I need to start seeing some effort into being a mother to these kids. You only show your face around when I'm going to have money or hoping that I have money to help you out. Like, I gave you my last $20 fucking dollars with the fucking belief that you would pay me back the next day. Never showed up. Didn't hear from you for like 3-4 days. And now all of a sudden you have this proposition for me. You offer to offer to have him help me clean and pack up and everything. Great. It sounds like a good deal if you didn't already owe me the money that you're offering to pay. Basically would be a free ride. Yeah, you would give me the money for that month, but you already owe it to me. So I'd be giving you a place to frickin' stay. I'd be pissing off my daughter, giving up her room for you. And you guys don't have a good enough relationship anymore for me to be able to do that and her be okay with it. I'm sorry. I can't just keep letting you come into our lives and just walk out after screwing us over all the time. I need to start seeing some effort. I need to see a fucking effort that you're going to be paying me back, because not only one, I have a promissory note of what you owe me, but no documentation stating that you paid me anything. I could take that to court. If I really have to, and I'm forced to, when I already should have, as soon as we split up, I should have gone for child support. I should have gone for custody. But you know what? The only thing that's keeping me right now from going for custody is because it's the only way, if I wanted out of Manchester for Hunter, that I could do it without having you threaten me with parental kidnapping. Because as far as I understand, with the state law of New Hampshire, that as long as there is no set visitations, there's no grounds for parental kidnapping. But that's a completely different thing. This is what's going to happen. I don't see any freaking effort. Shit's going to hit the fan. I got at least $1,000 worth of federal money missing. And the only one that screwed me over with money on numerous occasions is you. Who you think they're going to look at for that? You, my payee. So you start stepping up and start giving a shit about what you're doing to these kids. You have a hell of a lot of work to get things to go but get better between you and Haley. I can promise you that. And it's not because of me. It's because she's old enough now. She sees what's going on. She sees what I'm going through. And how do you expect to even be able to live under the same roof as these kids for a month when Wayne couldn't even deal with Hunter for one day on Thanksgiving without getting frustrated and upset and not letting in and not allowing you to be his mother because he didn't like how things were going? I'm not okay with that. I can't sit here and feel good about myself putting us in a situation where he's not going to be able to handle the stress of Hunter. I would help you out. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem, but I told you, after what he did and the shit you guys were going through when you first fucking started down in Mass, you went back to him. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to help you. I'll help you as long as I have proof and I know that I'm not going to get fucked over. But he's on his own. He's a big boy. He's on his own. You sit here and you use the fact that I'm trying to move out of here because the situation isn't good in this apartment. Fucking slumlords. Bed bugs. Fucking shit not getting fixed. My bathroom door off its hinges because of rotten wood, because of carpet ants. You know the situation in this, and you're trying to use it to get what you want. You know what? Maybe at any other point in time, maybe. But you know what? Something happened personally in my life that I got taken advantage of, got used, and I got screwed over, and I got hurt bad. And I learned from that. And that's from somebody that I cared about. I'm only attached to you because of these kids. If it wasn't for these kids, you would have never gotten a freaking ounce of help from me. After the shit that you've pulled, the shit that you did in 14 years of our relationship. Yeah, I'm not perfect, but you know what? I busted my ass for 10 years out of that relationship. Stayed home with the kids. I was the one taking care of the kids. Well, you sat there, did nothing. For 6 years, you felt sorry for yourself because you lost your job. Everything up to now, you need to start taking some responsibility for. You need to take on your own responsibility. I've taken my responsibilities. I understand the fact that what I've done, the person I become, especially after William passed away, was my part of everything falling apart between the two of us. But you continue. You continue to sit there and think that I'm obligated to take care of you and help you. You have a man for that. Have him step up. You know, I'm supposed to care. Why? Because of all the screwing me over with money and everything. Do you not realize the situations you put me in? If I can't get out of this apartment, I have a $2,200 gas bill right now. I'm okay and I'm cleared medical exemption until October. That's going to give me 3 weeks to process everything in order to get fuel assistance. And I'm not going to have the time. And I don't think I'll be able to get an application for another medical exemption. If I get stuck here, we're going to have no heat. You know why? Because I've had to skip the last 3 months or so of my gas bill so that I made sure that we had rent, so that I made sure we had food. You know, we're all struggling here clothing-wise. Haley needs bras and underwear. I can't do that because I got to compensate and make up for other shit so that I can at least feed my kids and have a roof over their head. And then you go and take the last $20 that I had in my freaking on me. Promise, swear up and down that you're going to get it back to me. You can't even have decency to call me on the phone to let me know what's going on. I have to talk to your supposed friend through your Facebook account. And that friend was the one that you were telling me that owed you money that you were going to get back to me. This is ridiculous. It's going to stop. Because I'm going to start going through the proper channels and getting shit done. You don't care to come around and see the kids at all. You don't give a shit to see them at all. You know how that makes them feel? Trust me, I know what it's like to have a parent who doesn't show up or doesn't want to be around. It doesn't feel good. It makes them feel like they've done something wrong. And they didn't. So you need to step the fuck up. Or just step the fuck out. Stop hurting us by taking my money. Stop hurting us by lying. Just stop hurting us. Stop hurting them. I don't give a fuck what you do to me. Stop hurting them. You're not taking money from me. You're taking it from them. Everything that comes into this house, penny-wise, goes to them. Roof over their head, food in their stomach, clothes on their backs. And the only one that's really got any clothes is Ethan because of all Hunter's hand-me-downs. Just cut the bullshit. Time to grow up. Time to take responsibilities for your own actions. Stop blaming me.